Now 1st and 15 for the Blue Devils. 6:23 to go in the third quarter. Jenkins takes the snap in the shotgun. Fake handoff to Jones, gets in there and blocks. Jenkins fires it over the middle. What a catch by Jenkins. Man, Brooks, that is shades of last week's reception.
That's right. That's all we've seen in the last 2 weeks. And let me tell you, the coaches from all around the state are here to see this AAA doubleheader today. And Michael Dinkins is just adding votes and adding votes for the all-state recognition that he's due. We've seen 14 games this year, and in the last 2, he has just been nothing but sterling. I mean, he has taken those receptions. He looks like a college player, and with those spats down there, with the way he's got his ankles wrapped, look like Lenny Moore of the Baltimore Colts. Spats, we called him back in the day, Brian, back in the day.
2nd and 6 for the Blue Devils. Jenkins with the snap again. Got plenty of time. Screen to Jones here on the near side. Big block by Mays. Headed for the end zone. Brought down at the 2-yard line, and we are inside the 5 for the 2nd time on this drive. 1st and goal. Last time Jenkins took it in himself. Let's see what the Blue Devils do this time. Handoff to Crop up the left side, and Cherry grabs a hold and pushes them backwards. Denies Crop the end zone. 2nd and goal for the Blue Devils at the 4-yard line. 4:30 turning clock, third quarter. Jenkins back pass, has Winning open to the far sideline, racing for the pylon. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Eruption on the far side of the field. The Devils fans have got what they come to get. And look at that, folks. That shot that Al Gage has got right there as he goes down through the stands. I mean, that looks like a college crowd. You wouldn't know. You might be at the Redskins Stadium. The Devils are whooping it up, all the signs and all the banners. The Devils start on their own 37. They take 7 plays to take it to pay dirt. A little flip pass there for Winning. He scored early on a 10-yard touchdown reception, this time from 4 yards out. And the Devil lead mounts now. Greenaway on to try to add the 21st point. It's down, it's up, and it is good. And the Blue Devils lead it 21-6.
With 4:24 to go in the third quarter of play, the Culpeper County Blue Devils now lead the football game 21-6 over the Henrico Warriors. There's Greenaway's kickoff. This time it's high and deep down the middle. Well, returned at the 10-yard line. The Warriors have a wall of blockers. Blue Devils cover him up, but it was a fine return as he gets it out to about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors out about their own 34-yard line. See if the Blue Devils can stop them 3 and out again. Handoff up the middle, cuts it up and in, and Daniel Winning adds on the extra tackle as it looks like Gabriel Fuller and Brandon Lambert in there first. 2nd and 6 now. Handoff around the right side, cuts it up the middle, mowed over at the 40-yard line, but Daniel Winning as he lays on a huge hit. Big play for the Henrico Warriors. 3rd and 4. Fake handoff. Alexander around the right side, looking to pass ball, has the receiver open, and he drops the ball. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a tough pass to complete under any circumstances. Some pressure there on Henrico. And guess what, Devil fans? In the third quarter, the Devil defense has come out and made Henrico go 3 and out. Blue Devil offense has got a touchdown, and the momentum is switched in this stadium here favorably on the Blue Devil side. They get the ball back and they add on a touchdown here, and it's going to be tough. Let's see if they go for it. They may. It's 4th down here, and super duper play. They've got to get something to turn the game around. The Devils just smashing them on offense with that big offensive line. Let's see if they can get it here on 4th and 3. Devil fans come alive on the far side of the field.
The Warriors say if we're going to win it, we're going to have to do it now. 4th and 4, and they're going for it. Fake handoff. Alexander, same play, over the middle, and dropped, incomplete. Blue Devil football, 1st and 10 in Warrior territory.
I'll tell you, it's tough on these young men, but I wouldn't want to be Calvin Adkins walking in that high school there on Monday morning, because they're going to let him know about it. This is huge. That's the same as a turnover when you had a pass right in your hands there. And unfortunate for the young man, but the Devils will be happy to take the ball right there on the 40-yard line. There's 3:06 to go in the third quarter, and if the Devils ring up another touchdown here, the celebrating is going to begin in earnest on the far side of the field.
First and 10 for the Blue Devils at the Warriors 40. Let's see if the Blue Devils can drive the stake. There's Jones with the handoff, right up the middle, flag on the play. And let's hope this doesn't come back as he falls down at about the 20. Big holding penalty pushes the Blue Devils back to their own 49-yard line where it's 1st and 21. Jenkins takes the snap, hands it off to Jones, met in the backfield, breaks the tackle, still churning and fights to the Henrico 45. 2nd and a long, 15 for the Blue Devils. Jenkins in the shotgun, handoff to Jones, straight up the middle. Breaks one tackle, fights across the 40-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 9 for the Blue Devils. 1:15 to go in the third quarter, leading 21-6. Jenkins takes the snap, sets, fires over here to near to the sideline. Dinkins, no, incomplete. He comes out of there with that football, but both officials say incomplete pass.
I couldn't see it hit the ground, so it's 50-50 and go either way, but that's a tough decision for the Devils here. Looks like they're going to punt it away. If you pick up a little bit, you can say you're in 4-down territory, but the Devils with a 21-6 lead here late in the third quarter. The clock stopped, 1:06 to go, and they'll punt it and see if Henrico can go the distance. So far, remind you folks, they're 3 and out for all 3 possessions, and here's the punt from Greenaway.
Little pooch kick down here. It's going to roll, Blue Devil roll at the 20, and it looks like it hit a Warriors player, but they cover it up at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 20-yard line. 59 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. 1 wide out to the far side, 2 backs in the backfield, and that's who gets the ball right up the middle. Solomon picks up about 4 yards or so before he's plowed over by Bailey. 2nd and 7 for the Warriors at their 23-yard line, trying to get out of their end of the field here. Alexander takes the snap, drops, takes the pass deep down the sideline, looking to run under the ball, and intercepted by the Blue Devils. Stephon Orange, he's across the 50, has the sideline with a wall of blockers, and does he do it? No, he's knocked out at about the 10-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Alexander looked great on that pass, and he led Stephon Orange just perfectly. He takes that ball on the Blue Devil 39 and flies back up the sideline. Of course, at the end of the first half, Stephon Orange had another interception, but was out of bounds on the last play of the half, and we realized now it was just a practice, and there's the Blue Devil cheesehead up in the stands there. We got one of the Green Bay Packer fans who got the cheese on top of the head, and Orange returns it from his 39 all the way down the sideline to set up the Devils in great field position now. They lead it 21-6, and they have the ball now in excellent field position. It looks like on the 16-yard line when they'll snap it with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter.
There's snap, handoff to Crop up the right side, fights for a couple yards, and maybe that's all he gets, and that should be it for the third quarter. And can you feel it, Blue Devil fans? Can you see it coming? The Blue Devils lead the football game 21-6 at the end of 3 quarters. 1 quarter to go until the state championship. Let's hope they can pull it out. Fans, 2nd and 9. Jenkins takes the snap, back to pass. Looks like he chucks that one out of the end zone as Dinkins was well covered on the play. 3rd and 9 for the Blue Devils now at the 15-yard line. Jenkins takes a deep snap, blitz is on, chucks the ball here. Oh, it is tipped up in the air and intercepted by the Warriors at their own 24-yard line.
And saves the Warriors for the time being. That was number 55 of all things. It goes from the pass. Brian, it was Mike Smith. I thought we left him behind in Hampton. Comes up with the ball. So the Blue Devils have to come back on defense. So far in the second half, the Devil defense, the Daredevils, have made Hampton go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And the last time they intercept them, and Stephon Orange with that 45-yard interception return appeared to put the Devils in position to salt it away, but now new life for Henrico. Let's see if the Devils can stop.
No state final team's just going to roll over and die. The Warriors are going to fight for it. Blitz up the middle by the Blue Devils. Flag flies, and Warriors run it out to about the 29. Illegal shift against the Warriors. Puts them back 5 yards. 1st and 15. Deep drop by Alexander. Looking over here to the near sideline. Has the pass completed to Anthony Hansen. Nice pickup on 1st down. 2nd and short now, short 2 for the Warriors. 11:30 to go in the ball game. Blitz up the middle by the Blue Devils, just missing Daniel Winning there, but he stopped short of the 1st down by Ryan Beck, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
That was Lambert, I told you.
3rd and inches for the Warriors as Lambert stopped him short last down. Let's see what the Blue Devils can do here on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper by Alexander, and it looks like he's got that 1st down.
To the 35.
Warriors have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line as Alexander looks to bring them back into the game. Alexander rolling out here to the near side, pass completed, and he's looks like he fell down, but no, the officials let him continue, and he's across the 45. Another 1st down for the Warriors as they're putting together a good drive here for the first time in the second half. They're out to their 47-yard line. Alexander takes the snap, back to pass. All kinds of time. Robinson gives chase. Pass completed at about the 49. Short pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 7 for the Warriors now. Ball sitting at the midfield stripe. Blue Devils come right up the middle. Reverse around the far side. He's got the whole sideline. Robinson gives chase. First down, Warriors plus more. Cuts it out, and he's down about the 32 where it'll be first down.
Craig Rogers has seen that on the film, and he was ready for it, but it was a long ways downfield before they get it. He got outside Curtis Robinson. Of course, we talked about that in the pregame. That's handsome, number one, when he comes in. Watch for him to come with that again and throw the ball off of it. They've done that. They've run the reverse with Hampson. So Henrico, after intercepting the Blue Devils starting on their own 24, they picked up 3 first downs after not picking up any in the entire third quarter. They're trying to get back in this game. Devils lead at 21-6. Next snap will be with 9:16 to go in the ball game.
It's the first down play in Blue Devils territory down the 34-yard line. Alexander fakes the handoff, has the near sideline, rolling and rolling. Robinson gives chase. Open, tipped, oh, right through the hands of Orange, and man, I wish he probably wishes he could have that back. It's going to bring up 2nd down for the Warriors. 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors as the Blue Devil fans chant defense. Fake handoff. This time Alexander straight drop back. Has a receiver open here on the near sideline. Gaskins gives chase. Oh, what a fine comeback to the ball by number 4, Terrence Smithers, but he comes up just short. 3rd and 10 for the Warriors now at the Blue Devil 34-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Straight drop for Alexander, looking over the middle, rushed outside, buys himself a little more time, looking for the end zone. That's where it's going. He's got the man open. Tipped on the play. No, out of bounds. Oh, man, Stephon Orange saved that touchdown, but Anthony Handsome pulls it in, and officials say he steps out of bounds.
I'll tell you, that was a saver for the Devils because, of course, we read all about it in the Richmond paper this week. That's what they like to do is throw it up deep for him, let him use that height. But the ball was bobbled. Al Gage has got the camera shot right there. That ball was bobbled, and he doesn't take it in as he goes out of bounds there. So it's going to be 4th and 10 now. After picking up 3 first downs when this drive started on their own 24. 3 incomplete passes in a row from the Blue Devils 34, and big 4th down play. This is play of the ball game for Henrico right here.
4th down, and the Blue Devils get fired up to hold them. Will they go for the first down or the end zone? Let's see. Alexander takes the snap, fake handoff, rolls here to the near side, buys some time, over the middle, completed to the big guy tight end, 42. Kevin Atkins, and Brooks says he's a little short. Let's wait on the spot.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's the foot. Way to go, Brooks.
My eagle eye friend here called it right. The Blue Devils stopped him on downs as Kevin Atkins was about a foot short of that first down marker. Blue Devil football 1st and 10. Handoff to Jones right up the middle, playing a save, trying to burn some clock as they're down to 8:35 to go in the ball game. 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Sweep around the right side of Jones, cuts it up the middle. Long run, but a short pickup on the play of maybe 2 or 3. 3rd and 7 for the Blue Devils as Jenkins steps over the center, takes the snap, handoff to Jones up the left side, tripped up after he gains about 3 or 4. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Blue Devils. 4th and 4 for the Blue Devils. Mike Greenway's back to get the punt snap. He gets it, gets the kick away. Warriors don't come after it. Bounces at the 45, straight up and straight out at about the 43 of the Warriors. The Warriors get the ball back, 1st and 10 at their own 45. 6:52 to go in the ball game. Straight up the middle is Solomon. He gains about 5 on first down. 2nd and 5 for the Warriors as they're getting into their hurry-up offense here. 6:10 to go in the ball game. They're in Blue Devil territory, 49. Alexander back deep. Pass completed over the middle. Lots of room to run. Tackle made by Stephen Barber down at the 30.
Brockenbrough has really got some ability on that slant pass. It's 6:02 to go in the ball game. That's what they're going to need. They're going to need to speed it up. And Devils a little tired on defense. They've been just went 3 and out and give the ball back to them. And quickly up the line of scrimmage, here comes the Warriors.
1st and 10. Back deep to pass. Fuller gives chase, and he just unloads the ball and throws it out of the end zone as he's just plowed in the backfield. 2nd and 10 at the Blue Devil 36-yard line. 5:47 to go in the ball game. 4 wideouts now. Alexander steps up in the pocket. Chump play. Robinson grabs a hold of him and pulls him down. He still picks up positive yardage on the play.
Well, I was rooting for Curtis that time. He was coming from the outside. He got behind the quarterback, but he came up through the hole from behind and ran him down from behind. So let's say it's no gain here, and it's going to be 3rd and 4. There's 5:20 between the Blue Devils and state championship. Hurry up offense.
Alexander with the snap, straight back. Going to the end zone this time. Tipped away by Stephon Orange. What a fine defensive play.
Once again, that wave of sound comes to us on a 1-second delay from across the field. Hits you like a shockwave, Brian, as someone roars by outside the field on the motorcycle. It's a beautiful day for football here at U of R Stadium, and the Devils are one big fourth down play from being that much closer to it. Let's see if they can stop them.
It's another Warrior fourth down in Blue Devil territory. Let's see if the Blue Devils can stop him again as Alexander gets ready to take the snap. He's got the ball, quick step, drop, kick right over the middle. He's still loose, trying to head for the end zone, and he's in for a Warrior touchdown.
That was handsome that time, and we saw on Channel 6 many times this year some of the talented athletes that Henrico has on the field, and you saw what he could do. After going incomplete there from the 31 for a long touchdown bid, they hit him on the slant, hands him over the middle, and he takes it in from the 31. So the score amounts to 21-12. It's 5:12 to go in the ball game, and here's Henrico. Now they got to make a decision because with 21-6 and now 21-12, they're more than 2 touchdowns behind the Devils here.
What's happening? The Warriors come out for it, and they're going for 2, trailing by 9 in the ball game. See if the Blue Devils can hold them out of the end zone. Fake handoff. Alexander rolling around the far side, chucks it over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Blue Devils hold out on that 2-point conversion. With 5:12 to go in the ball game, the Culpeper Blue Devils lead 21-12 over the Henrico Warriors. The Warriors are lining up for an onside kick. The Blue Devils have the hands team in with 5:12 to go in the ball game. The Blue Devils are going to look to cover up that ball. Has to go 10 yards. Kicked at the 40 and across the 50, and there's a flag before the play gets started. Henrico lines up for another onside kick as they were offsides the first time at the 35. Blue Devils tip the ball and fall on it. It's going to be Blue Devil football in Warriors territory.
And the hands team that time was right on it. A nice hop there for Ryan Back, and he didn't start the game, but he makes the big play when the Devils need it. Now they'll have the ball at midfield now after that 5-yard penalty gave them a good field position. There's 5:12 to go, and the Devils just need a few first downs here to salt it away.
Blue Devil football 1st and 10 at the Henrico 49-yard line. The Blue Devils need to put together a drive here to work that clock down. Pitch around the right side of Brandon Jones. Nice block. He's got the first down and more, and he's inside about the 35-yard line. Good play on first down. Jones stepped out of bounds at the 37-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. 5:06 to go in the ball game. Quick handoff right up the middle to Jones again. Workhorse on this last drive here, and he's inside the 35 of the Warriors. 2nd and 7 now, 4:30 to go in the ball game. And it's Kropp with the ball this time. He is stuffed at the line of scrimmage, turns around and fights for the 30-yard line where it's going to be 3rd down for the Blue Devils. After Henrico calls the timeout, it's 3rd and 4 for the Blue Devils at the 32. Pitch around the right side to Jones, waits for the blocks, has the first down, and he's down at the 25 of the Warriors.
Like the Devils play calling, obviously they want to keep it on the ground, but they're mixing in Kropp and Jones, and Kropp up the middle is sure hands and put his head down, real smash mouth football. And that time, of course, on the flip to Jones with the speed to the outside, and he absolutely need to get to that mark, and he makes it. It's on the 25. Devils started on the Henrico 49 after recovering that onside kick. Ryan Back right on that ball. Next snap is going to be with less than 4 minutes in the ball game. Devils lead it 21-12.
It's Jenkins under center, takes the snap, handoff to Jones. He fights for maybe a yard on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils, 3:15 to go in the ball game, leading 21-12. Kropp with the ball up the right side, nice hole, jumps over one man and picks up maybe 3 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down for the Blue Devils, and the Warriors call timeout. The Warriors are now out of timeouts. It's 3rd down and 7 for the Blue Devils. They're inside the 25-yard line. Jenkins takes the snap, pitch around the near side this time to Jones. Waits for the blockers. He's inside the 20, short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down for the Blue Devils with 2:55 to go in the ball game. 4th down, and the Blue Devils are going for the field goal. 36-yard attempt here with 2:26 to go in the ball game from the left hash, and there's a delay of game against the Blue Devils. After delay of game penalty, the Blue Devils are backed up 5 yards. It'll be about a 40-yard field goal now from the left hash right at the 30-yard line. Fake, Orange back to pass, being rushed, caught by Barber. He's fighting for it, and he's going to be just short, it looks like, Brooks, of the first down marker. But, man, what a gutsy play call to go for it. 2:15 to go in the ball game. We'll have to wait on the spot.
I tell you, it takes a little time to get those things together, and if they could have gone for it on the previous play, certainly that would have been enough to make it. That additional 5 yards makes the difference, but give the Devils credit for it. That'd have been a knockout blow, but Henrico is out of time now. There's 2:15 to go in the ball game, and they're going to have to drive it from their own 15-yard line. Let's see if the Devils still got the moxie on defense.
1st and 10 for the Warriors at their 15. Alexander's in the shotgun for the first time today. 2:15 to go in the ball game. No, he's under center. Back to pass, looking over the middle. Blue Devils give chase. Ball's completed out here to the near sideline across the 25, and he stays in bounds, so the clock's going to keep turning, and the Warriors do not have any timeouts. No, he's out of bounds. Back to pass is Alexander. He's grabbed here. Ball's completed and runs out of bounds, and he might have lost a yard on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors at their own 28-yard line. 1:57 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils are rushing the passer here. Looks like, yes, it's winning on the blitz from the blind side. Mows them down at the 20.
And I got to give credit. It's Philip Young that came in from that side, but well thought out. Dave Boley has mixed up his shots. Lou Sorrentino said before the game we're going to have to bring pressure in all different combinations. It's like Bud Foster, Virginia Tech. Dave Boley has called a great game on defense. And let me tell you, Henrico, with that passing attack, would have been enough to beat a lot of teams today. This isn't going to be enough against the Devils.
There's a snap inside, 1:30 to go from the 20. And it's Curtis Robinson. Plows him over. He's back to about the 10-yard line.
Oh, yes, indeed. We're going to get to say it one more time in the millennial year. Mr. Speed on speed from last year and from this year. And there he is, second period coming big time. I always give him a smash arm when he comes in the cafeteria in the morning. So we're going to be ready to play this week. And when it comes to crunch time here, next snap will be less than a minute. Curtis Robinson, speed on speed with a tremendous sack. And backs against the wall for Henrico now, Brian.
4th and a long ways to go for the Warriors. Alexander deep drop, blitzed once again. He's got it deep. Orange gives chase, and he overthrows him. It's going to be Blue Devil football. 1st and 10 at the Warriors' 14-yard line. And look at the Blue Devil fans whip it up. They know it. They got it. The Blue Devil players know they have it. And Brooks, the Blue Devils have 48 seconds to go to their first ever state championship game. And who would have thought it? First week of the season in September against Woodbridge that the Blue Devils would win a state championship.
You're exactly right, Brian. It was back in August, I think, when we started that. And I tell you, on the Blue Devil sideline, if I was the coaches, I'd be getting the raincoats on because the Gatorade is coming. The Blue Devil fans have done it all. And Doc Carter, his first year at Culpeper County High School, he leaves Madison when they perennially contend for a state championship and maybe winning one right now on this field, on another field here, as the Blue Devils are winning one on this field. Could be two on the same day. And happy birthday to Jim Allen on his 50th birthday. It's today, and surprise party at Jim's house tonight. They got him at Emerald Hill good yesterday. His wife came up and drove off his Miata. He couldn't even escape from the school, and the Henrico Warriors could not escape from the Blue Devils today. Just too much intensity, offense and defense. Clock continues to tick down. 20 seconds now as the clock winds down, and the Henrico Warriors, they were game, but the Blue Devils are just too much for them. Mixed play calling here, running and passing, strong defense. The cheers continue. Mike Jenkins takes the last knee here. And that's the last play of the millennium for the Blue Devils. They do it all. They get to 14-0. We showed you in the pregame here. We showed you all of the sheets. When we started this season here in this little old clipboard, there were only 14 pages left. A new 10 would be enough for the regular season. We had 4 more. And the 13th one was a tremendous victory at Hampton. We challenged the kids all this week. Lou Sorrentino in the locker room and right there in the classroom, we said, do you want to be remembered at the 10-year and the 25-year reunion as a team that beat Hampton? Do you want to be remembered as the team that beat Hampton and then won the state championship? And the Blue Devils came here today and they got it all done, 21-12, and just pandemonium in the middle of the field. And we're going to show it all to you today. Al Gage has got the shot there. And look at that crowd on the far side of the field. You'd think you were at the Rose Bowl to see the Blue Devil fans there. And here they go. They're going to shake hands with the mighty game Henrico Warriors. Some great folks at Henrico. One of my favorite friends in college right across the hall there was a civil engineer from Henrico, Randy Gwill. Could not make connections with him this week. Randy Gwill is here, and his team does not defeat the Blue Devils. Nothing to be sorry for Henrico. They end the season with only 2 losses. They lose to Varina. They lose to Culpeper. Varina may very well win the Division 6 championship right here on this field with the game starting at 4 o'clock. And that's about 35 minutes away here today. And they are the Blue Devils, too. So Brian Wolf and I are going to stay here and root for the Blue Devils in the second game. But the first game goes to the Culpeper Blue Devils. And yesterday at that pep rally, Lou Sorrentino did the cheer at the very end of the pep rally, they always do. Who are we? And the Blue Devil football team stood up in the stands and yelled, Blue Devils. Who are we? Blue Devils. And there they are. Go fight, win. You see the sign there at the little portal to the stands. Pick out your favorite Blue Devil fans, because the entire Culpeper is here today. They'll hear, look at that crowd shot, Brian. There they go. Blue Devils, Blue Devils, Blue Devils. And everybody in town's going to have a copy of this tape. Most of the places we go this year, they don't even have radio. In Culpeper, we got a great radio team, and we've got Blue Devil football on Channel 21. And don't forget your Blue Devil highlight tapes. It'll be coming up on the screen how you get that tape, and we're going to sell 1,000,001 of them, because this is the game of the millennium here. Last week with Hampton, and this week with the Culpeper Blue Devils. And it is sweet, sweet victory. There you see the coaches, the hugs, the love. There's the scoreboard, Brian. Let's do it one last time, buddy. This is for you.
And that's the final score of the football game, Blue Devil fans. The Culpeper County Blue Devils 21, the Henrico Warriors 12. I usually say we'll see you next week, but in this case, I'll say I'll see you next year for another season of Blue Devil football.